If your hair looks like this and it's frizzy and you don't know what to do with it, but you want it to look like this, I'm going to show you 3 products that you can use at home on yourself in one wash day to get beautiful bouncy curls like this. A lot of women out there have fine curls, and a lot of products only target coarse hair. If you have fine curly hair, I know what the problem is. Keep watching. I'm going to show you exactly how to use these, and it'll be super easy at home. All of the products that I'm using today will be linked in the description below. If you want to check it out, just click on my link tree. So getting down to the basics, your hair that's freshly washed like hers is okay, but you need to be re-wetting your hair. Your hair should be soaking wet when you go to put any product in. So we're going to section our hair, and then we're going to start with our foam. This one is by Dad. It is a great leave-in if you are just air styling, but we're going to be diffusing today. It works for both. It adds volume, it fights frizz, and it adds shine. It's going to be crunch-free, and we're just going to add it to every single section, raking it through just like that. I think I did about a pump and a half for this section here. So you're going to add gel now. This gel is very, very light, and I only added 1 pump to this section. It actually has glitter in it, which I really like, but anyways, we definitely have to have a gel for her hair if we're going to be diffusing it, so that's why I chose this one. Okay, so the next section we're going to re-wet just like I said before. Her hair dries pretty fast. If you have fine curly hair, I think it's pretty universal. Your hair dries pretty fast. I also wanted to mention before we started filming, I did trim her hair. If you saw in the before, you saw that her ends were pretty straight. So it also helps a lot with making that curl bounce up. So I'm adding the gel to this section. I'm gonna rake it through with my fingers. I'm not really adding the gel to her root area, but I am gonna comb everything through just like that with a wide tooth comb. After I do that, I'm gonna scrunch it in, and I don't know if you can see it, but in between my fingers, you can see some of the water that's coming out. Your hair needs to be sopping wet. That is the key to getting all of the product evenly distributed on your head. Okay, so now we're working our way to the top section. As you can see, I just did her highlights, so this is actually going to moisturize and add a ton of shine to that newly highlighted hair. She has pretty fine and thin hair to where you can see her scalp, so I'll show you after we diffuse her hair how I'm going to break up this cast and shake it out so that she gets some volume at the root. So we're scrunching. We're going to scrunch all the way through. You can already see the curls starting to form. So the reason I chose these products is because A, they were made for fine hair to begin with, but B, she does not like to have hardly any product on her hair, just because she's been burned in the past with all of these kinds of hair products that have tons of silicones in them, and especially all of the gels. They're mainly made for medium to coarse hair. You cannot just use a regular gel on your hair if you have fine hair. It's gonna weigh it down, it's gonna make it crunchy, and it's gonna make it oily. So that's why I love these products, and you really only need to buy them literally once a year. Okay, so I'm just scrunching everything through. I'm gonna grab my diffuser, and I love the one on the Dyson because it's magnetic. So I'm just changing out the top, and it clicks right on. So we're gonna start with air diffusing. So I'm basically not really trying to disturb anything at her root yet. I'm just trying to dry all around her head just like that. I'm not really trying to get it too close just yet. I wanna grab those curls and try not to disturb them as much as possible. That way the product has a chance to dry around the curl. So I have this set to a medium heat so that it doesn't burn her scalp. I just use that diffuser and I lift up the hair and I hold it there for about maybe 30 seconds to a minute, just depending on how hot it is. You don't want to go too hot because we don't want to damage the hair. And speaking of damage, the other product that we did put on her hair that I don't have on camera is a leave-in conditioner. That's gonna give you all of the heat protection that you need, and it also gave her 25 vitamins and minerals in her hair, especially after bleaching, that we definitely needed. So just like you would do at home, I had her flip her hair over for me just so that I could get those front pieces done. Also, with the hair being upside down like that, I can get towards her root. It's gonna give her a little bit of lift, and it's gonna give me access to the back of her head, especially right by her neck. It's a little bit hard to get unless your hair is flipped upside down. Once you work your way to the front, you're gonna do the exact same thing. She actually has pretty short bangs right in the front, and she usually wears those straight. So after we did her service, I did straighten her bangs, but if you didn't have those, you would just do the exact same thing all around your head. You especially want to be careful around that front hairline because that hair is a lot more porous and fine. So if you have your heat setting up high, just make sure you turn it down, or you at least have it on low to medium. You don't need to be making those super crispy. So once I was satisfied with everything getting nice and dry, I grabbed my wide tooth comb and we're gonna break up her cast. That's what they call it once you're done drying and all of the curls have formed. She has pretty fine hair at the crown, so I'm just breaking that up a little bit. You can use your fingers, but a wide tooth comb gets it done a lot quicker. Sometimes I do lift up sections and I just comb it through right there. You can use your fingers to break apart these curls. I didn't want to disturb the mids to ends just because she's going to wear this for a couple of days. And the beauty about this, guys, is you can just re-wet your hair, maybe add a little bit more of the volumizing foam the next day, just depending on how heavy it already is on your hair, and you just restyle it. It works so good and it moisturizes so well. So this is the after. As you can see, we did her highlights. She's got beautiful bouncy curls. There's no frizz. Her ends aren't straight. And she also has a little bit of volume at the top too. It turned out beautiful. I'd love to know what you guys think. So if you want to get your curls looking beautiful, bouncy, and light just like hers, try this at home and try these products. If you need a more budget-friendly option, you can click on my link to my link tree in the description below. It will take you there and you have a couple of different options. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.